Are you absolutely kidding me? For God's sake, man! We're just so... Absolute bullshit. Absolute... It's 3-0. This is awful. Much better. Yeah! Oh my God, we got another one back. I was not expecting this. Come on. Yes! Oh my God, Dexter, we freaking rescued it. 3-0, and you f***ed it up 3-0, and you f***ed it up 3-0. Wayne Rooney, he's one more than you. Fixture again. Yo, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to what is a brand new video on the channel. And today, well this weekend as I should say, we are returning to Yorkshire once more at a fixture that we have played far too many times over this last year and season anyways, and going into this season as well. If we get them in the FA Cup, I am legit going to scream. That's all I'm going to say. It's Leeds away. We are away at Leeds United once more in November. Ellen Road, back to Ellen Road to kick off Argyle's November in a massive game, like any game in the Championship, a massive game. And it's going to be huge considering Leeds are one of the favourites for this season, and all the odds are once again well and truly against us, especially that we cannot hit a barn door away from home. We are coming into this on the back of that mental Chicken Oriental free draw at home against Preston when Argyle were 3-0 down. Yep, that's right, 3-0 down, and then came back to draw 3-3 to avoid an absolute embarrassing defeat at Home Park to wrap up the end of October. While Leeds are coming into this as draw merchants themselves. They're coming into this on the back of a disappointing 0-0 draw at Ashton Gate, drawing goalless at Bristol City in a match Leeds, I thought, dominated but couldn't hit the barn door themselves in what was a bit of a disappointing performance from the Elland Road faithful. And as a result, Leeds have dropped points to Sunderland in the automatic promotion race as we go along. So this is going to be interesting on how this pans out, as both of us are going to be heading into Elland Road on the back of draws, despite the fact that Argyle haven't won at Elland Road since 1962. And will that continue this weekend? I'm not so sure, but Leeds will be the massive favourites going into this weekend. The last time we went to Leeds, well, there was 2 times we went to Leeds, as we all knew from last season, because of the FA Cup. The first time was almost exactly a year ago, last November, in the Championship itself. And if you'll remember, it is my most successful video in history, as it reached 15,000 views and about 335 likes or something. Can we top that this weekend? I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, in that game, we were, if I'm going to be brutally honest, well and truly outclassed, especially in that first half when both of Leeds' goals were scored by Daniel James and Joel Pirro. We came back into it though with a consolidation goal from Ben Waine, who's now at Mansfield, of course. And ever since Waino scored, we actually looked the stronger side towards the end of the game at Elland Road. And there were positives going in towards the Sunderland game at home, which of course we won 2-0. And that's exactly what we did. So we were outclassed that day, but we were well and truly, we didn't play like awful, if that makes sense, but we lost 2-1. And then the time before that was the FA Cup in January, where we took Leeds to a 1-1 draw. Leeds' goal scorer was Anthony, while our goal scorer was none other than Adam Randall, which sent us to a second leg against them at Home Park. And that game at Home Park was another mental game of football, as we all remember. Wilfred Gnonto took the lead for Leeds, Brendan Galloway equalised for us, and then Leeds won it at extra time, thanks to Crescencio Somerville, Jorginho Ruta, and unfortunately an own goal by Ryan Hardy. Of all the people to have an own goal as well. And then of course a few days later we took Leeds on once again at Home Park for the Championship last season, which Leeds comfortably won 2-0 thanks to once again Gnonto and Ruta. And I can't lie, I thought we were worse against Leeds at home last season in the league than we were away. I mean, the goal by Ben Waine just explained it all, really. In fact, I think in general we were better at Elland Road than we were against them at Home Park. But annoyingly, it doesn't play in our favour because we do not have a good record against Leeds at all. And last season, including the FA Cup, proved that as well. So can we turn it around this weekend, as our away form is so bad as it is? We're the worst in the league for away form, and we know we've got to change that. We haven't won an away game yet already so far this season. One of the few clubs to still do so. Annoyingly, it gets even worse for us going into this weekend as well, because only just yesterday, as I record this, it was confirmed, as I'm recording this on Friday, it was only confirmed on Thursday, we're going to be without Joe Edwards this weekend. So we're going to Leeds without Joe Edwards, without Lewis Gibson, and without Ibrahim Sissoko. Sissoko will be back for that massive game against Portsmouth on Tuesday. Lewis Gibson, I don't know. FOTMob said he's out for the rest of the month, which will be a disaster for us if so. I bloody hope not. I'll see what the club confirm by Tuesday. Edwards is out for the rest of the year. It's been confirmed by himself and the club. And Joe Edwards will not be back until around New Year's Day when we play Bristol City at home in the second half of the season, which is an absolute pain in the arse. I wanted that captain leadership bit for that Pompey game, especially on Tuesday. And that Bristol City game coming up at the end of November as well, Ashton Gate. But we're not going to have it now because Joe's injured. I actually cannot believe it. But there we are. We're going to have to manage without him now for a good 2 months. So best speediest of recoveries for Joe, of course, and hopefully Gibson will be back soon as well. Sissoko should be back for Pompey because this is his final game of being suspended from that Cardiff game is this weekend. So he should 100% be back for Pompey. And we definitely need him for Pompey as well. After this weekend, we've got crucial games against Portsmouth, against Derby County, and we've got to beat both of them, because they're going to be massive towards our season, and we know it's huge, both games. So yeah, unsurprisingly, Leeds are the heavy favourites going into tomorrow, and I hate to say it, but my score prediction is exactly the same as what we did last season at Leeds, which is a 2-1 defeat. And I'm backing us to score a goal because I think Meslier is overrated as hell this season so far, as he proves the other week with that howler at Sunderland, but who knows. We will see, we will see. Our record at Ellen Road is dreadful as it is, and I think annoyingly that's going to continue, but I will happily take a point. I will happily take a point. Give us a 1-1, like what we did last January in the FA Cup. Another Adam Randall belter, and we're laughing. That's all we need this weekend is a point going into the Portsmouth game, which is a must-3 point, as we all know, because it's the Battle of the Ports and I can't stand them, and they're our biggest rivals this season. Them and Bristol City. But honestly, it's going to be a tough order, but it doesn't mean that we can't do it. We can definitely do it. 1-1 is all I ask for this weekend, or even 0-0. 0-0 is all I ask for this weekend. I think we're going to lose 2-1, but at least if the squad show desire going into tomorrow and in the match for tomorrow, that's all I ask for. But yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 Leeds. I do think we'll give them a game though, because we are now having this habit where we give the so-called top teams a game and the so-called teams around us terrible games, as the Sheffield Wednesday and Cardiff games proved, and technically the Millwall game as well. So yeah, a massive game coming up in Yorkshire. We return to Ellen Road this weekend for what I believe is now our... So Sheffield Wednesday, QPR, West Brom, Burnley, Cardiff, Millwall, our 7th away day this season. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. And then we've got a very big November coming up. Pompey coming up, please. Bristol City coming up, please. We need to win both of them. Anyways, we'll get on to them when we do. But as for now, it's Leeds away this weekend. I'm so hyped for the Portsmouth game, by the way, on Tuesday night, because it is against our biggest rivals this season, and I always love a bit of a Battle of the Ports game, or as the media like to call it, the Dockyard Derby. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But first, we return to Yorkshire when we play Leeds. Pompey's, funny enough, going to be in Yorkshire as well, because they got Hull this weekend away from home. So yeah, anyways, it's Leeds away this weekend, guys. Let's head over to Yorkshire, get the train. Let's see what my predicted lineup is going to be. And hopefully, I'm proved wrong by the boys and we get 3 points. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! We will see you for Leeds away, guys. Massive game coming up at Ellen Road. Let's head to the north. Come on, you Janners. We are back at my favourite location. I'm wearing green and we're at somewhere that's green. Right, just like last year, my predicted lineup at Asda, one of Leeds' most famous landmarks, the headquarters of this supermarket giant. It doesn't get any more Leeds than this. And this will be a very interesting lineup for us because no Joe Edwards, no Ibrahim Sissoko, and no Lewis Gibson. And of course, we've already got Hazard and Galloway out anyway, so this is going to be a very interesting lineup to predict today. Right, here we go then. Goalkeeper, easy. It's going to be Grimshaw in goal. That's a no-brainer. It's going to be really hard without Joe Edwards and Gibson today, in my opinion, but I am going to go with this. And I pray Rooney does the same later on when the lineup comes out. The back four, I'm going with Matti Sorinola to replace Joe Edwards, Julio Pleguezuelo to replace Lewis Gibson, to go alongside Ballymumba and Cornell Shooks. With no JB today either because of him being on loan from Leeds, I think the midfield ain't going to change from Preston. Adam Randall and Adam Forshaw. I'd like to see us start Jordan Houghton today, but I'm going to go with Forshaw because he's a former Leeds player and I feel like this could be a day he could be well up for playing. So we'll go Randall and Forshaw, same midfield as Preston. And then the front four, one change. Andre Gray instead of Obafemi. If Andre Gray doesn't start today, I am going to slap something. So yeah, I pray to God Rooney starts him today, and he was so impressive against Preston. Whittaker, Al-Haj and Isaka I don't think are going to be dropped to the bench, to be honest, so I'm going to keep them in there. I wouldn't be shocked if Bundu plays though instead of Isaka, but considering Isaka's goal versus Preston and some confidence boosters I definitely saw from him against Preston, I do think he'll start today. So I think the same front four, but I think Andre Gray will start over Obafemi, and I can see us bring Obafemi and Hardy on in the second half. So yeah, that's my predicted lineup today. Come on you Janners, let's head to Ellen Road. Also, by the way, we're not the only club riddled with injuries today. Leeds have got Ethan Ampadu out, which is great news for us since he's a former Exeter player. And I know what he's like when he faces Argyle. He's always up for it. He's a former Exeter man, it's no surprise there. Gruev, Woba and Ramazani are also out as well, while Jayden Bogle's been suspended. So it's going to be interesting on who Leeds start today. My uncle's told me off camera that Daniel James is injured as well today, but I haven't seen any confirmation or not, so I'll see what the Leeds lineup is by the time 2 o'clock comes. So yeah, be interesting for sure. All right then, I'm joined by a Leeds fan, Bob, but he's not just a Leeds fan, he is the matchday programme seller. Bit like what Richard does at Home Park. If you're watching this, Rich, this is the Leeds version of you. Anyways, how are you feeling going into today? We have a rubbish record here, by the way, so I hope that changes.
That's part of my worry. I have just this horrible idea it's going to be a banana skin for us because we're doing so well.
Yeah.
We've beaten the teams below us for once. Might have lost to Burnley, but we are beating teams below us at the moment. So I am worried because of the whole Wayne Rooney thing as well.
Fair enough.
With Leeds
well,
as well.
It was like he always delivered when he back in his playing days, didn't he? Rooney
I saw him score a brilliant goal here when he was 16 for Everton. So
of course, I remember. 02 wasn't it? I swear.
Yeah,
must have been.
A long time ago.
Was that the year you went just before you went financially in the crap or something?
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, sorry. I'm just curious. I mean, we've been there ourselves. So when we went down to freaking back to League Two, so I know the feeling. So that's that really. But yeah, I think we'll lose 2-1 today. But I will happily take a 0-0 draw. What do you reckon today?
I still think, obviously, I'm a Leeds fan. I'm going to think we're going to win, and I'm hoping it's going to be a 2-0.
Do you go for a win every week then? I take it. I don't blame you if you do.
Not always.
You've got to be positive at the end of the day. So yeah, you've got to be positive.
And I'm going to go for a 2-0 win, but it wouldn't surprise me if we slipped up today.
Fair enough.
All the signs are that we're not going to.
And with like
Does that make sense?
With like the bookies and the media all saying, "Oh, this is 3 points for Leeds" and all that.
Exactly
so yeah,
exactly that.
No, I see what you mean.
I've been a Leeds fan for too long to know that it doesn't work like that.
But we are both in a similar situation at the moment. Actually, we've both got an injury crisis at the moment.
Yes,
I've seen.
yes.
My uncle's a Leeds fan. He's told me, I haven't seen it on FotMob or anything, but he's told me Daniel James is out today. If that's correct.
I was heard he's on the bench. Is he not on the bench today?
On the bench, he might be. Okay.
Bamford's out, but then he generally is at the moment.
He always gets injured, doesn't
I know.
he? The one I'm worried for today, though, I'm glad he's not playing because he's a former Exeter man and Purdue. So
really?
that's done me a bit of a favour. He loves playing against us. He's a former Exeter man, so they hate us, obviously, don't they, Exeter City?
He has been brilliant. He's been an eye-opener for us. He's really shored up everything in that kind of the centre defence and midfield. He's brilliant.
Absolutely.
So he's a big loss for us, actually.
And is there anyone for Argyle you're nervous for today in our squad today? We are without our lonely signing, Sissoko, by the way. He's still suspended from when we got hammered by Cardiff the other week and he got sent off. But we're without Sissoko, without Joe Edwards and without Lewis Gibson, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but my knowledge of the Plymouth team isn't good enough.
Fair enough.
I'll have a quick look.
That's all right. Well, we haven't got your lone knee playing, JV, because he's on loan from you lot. So, he won't be playing. But
he's not allowed to, is he?
One of your former players should be playing today, Adam Forshaw.
Oh, really?
How was he when he was at Leeds?
We loved him because he was one of these people you just know he's going to battle for you the whole
fair
time.
enough.
90 minutes, you know, he's always there. I mean, it was a shame what happened for him. He got quite badly injured and was out for a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But in actual fact, he was a great professional, and we kind of knew he was going to go when he went, and it's good that he's still in the Championship.
Absolutely.
And that he's still playing well at Plymouth. Yeah. I'd forgotten he was at your team. Yes.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Well, as it stands, I know it's early days because it's November still, but where do you think Leeds will finish this season? As it stands,
well,
if you had to pick now a number.
It's got to be 1 or 2, hasn't it, for Leeds? That's our ambition.
That's just the target, isn't it, after how last season ended?
And we don't want to be third again.
I wanted you to go up instead of Southampton. I wanted a three-way South Coast battle this season.
Oh, yeah.
And it probably also because of the fact that I've been here twice last season as well. But it's what it is, Championship for you. I mean, we stayed up, so that's the main thing I care about. So
I mean, the season before
we stayed up and we sent Birmingham down, so that's that.
Yeah, you did. I said the season before, you're amazing. I was a big friend of mine's an Ipswich fan, so I went.
He came second, didn't they? Yeah.
And Plymouth just ran away with the league, and yet it's Ipswich who did well and not Plymouth. Funnily enough.
To be fair, I actually expected Ipswich to finish ahead of us just because of the money they all had and all that. But they've done well lately. Yeah. Well, they got Premier League survival target now, I guess. So So you got top 2. It has to be. You reckon?
Yes,
yeah.
Has to be. And we can do it.
If you finish top 2, who do you reckon will join you going up to the Premier League? If you had to choose right now. Burnley's up there, Sunderland's up there,
Sunderland,
Sheffield United's up there, West Brom sort of up there. They dropped points to Luton last night, and they haven't won a game now since they beat us at the end of September. Yeah.
Oh no, does that mean if we lose to you, we're going to be on a bad run?
I don't know.
What happens?
No, West Brom beat us and then they went on a rubbish run, so that's what happened. They lost to Sheffield Wednesday. They haven't recovered since.
Right, okay. Do you know there's a bit of history with Leeds and Sunderland with the 73 Cup final?
I like
Sunderland.
You reckon they'll go up at the moment? Yeah. Well, I did a watch along of your 2-2 the other week. So I just heard the amount of groans when Meslier had that howler. So I just heard the Mackham fans. They were just going mad.
They were.
So it was all that really. Because I just wasn't expecting it. I thought our Leeds had done really well here today, and then Meslier just did that. So.
It was extraordinary.
I can't lie, I will be honest, that's the only reason why I do think we will score today.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
He's a good goalkeeper. I mean,
he is a good goalkeeper, definitely.
That was completely out of the blue. It's one of those things that will happen in a player's career. Everyone's going to remember him for it, sadly now, which is just a shame because I like him. He's a bit of a marmite for the Leeds fans, but I personally love him and hope he carries on being a Leeds goalie for
who do you think will score for Leeds today? I've gone with Daniel James if he does play. If not, I reckon Nonso. Okay. But who do you reckon?
Well, we got Joseph, of course. I'm hoping he's starting.
No, not Joseph. Anthony did it last season in the 1-1 in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Before you guys came down to home park for the replay. So you'd say Joseph to score today for Leeds?
He's a great player. Once again, we've actually struck gold with him. We've been so lucky with finding young players who are really, really good. Sadly, at the moment, we then have to sell them to Premier League clubs, but maybe that will change. I hope so. And he's been good for a while as Joseph. I know he's come into the first team now, but
fair enough.
He's been bubbling under for a while.
Here's the main question now for the fans on YouTube that support our slot. Where are Plymouth going to finish this season? You get to choose the number.
Well, okay. Is it cruel to say 15th? Is that
no,
cruel?
not cruel to. I'll take it. We were 21st last season. We should have been higher, but I will take a mid-table finish this season. Honestly, I obviously I want us to get to the Premier League one day, but I don't care if it takes us like 17 years to do this. So the Championship is such a fascinating league as it is anyways. And I grew up with 6 years of our club being in the Championship. We got relegated in 2010. Thanks to Newcastle, and I've waited a long 13 years to be back here, so it's just been all League Two and League One. So
I went down to one of the 2 matches,
and we're not usually League Two anyways. We're like it was because we were financially in the rubbish. We were down there, but most of our history is borderline Championship League One. But I want us to do that step further.
The Premier League does need a team that plays in green, doesn't it?
That is one, and two. Devon and Cornwall is put on the map then for top flight football. So
well, do you know, you say that it's similar for Yorkshire. You know, Yorkshire's always lacking a Premier League team.
The closest club to us that's been in the Premier League is Bournemouth.
Oh yeah.
But in top flight in general, it's Bristol City. So that's why I'm hoping we do it one day. So all that really. Even if we did a Blackpool, I don't care. We've made it. So So all that really. So you reckon 15th?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
A fist bump. I'd take that. That'd be a brilliant. That'd be a brilliant finish. Absolutely, I'd take 15th this season, and I predicted a 16th for the start of the season. Well, thanks for coming on, Bob. I appreciate that, and well, enjoy the game. Right then, because Dip here forgot his ticket earlier, he's got it now. This is the earliest I've ever been in an away end in I think my whole entire 20 years of watching football. So that's that really. So it's currently about 25 to 2. The lineups would be out in about 25 minutes.
No shit!
I've already said my predicted lineup. I put it in my YouTube short earlier. I've said my team, which I'm hoping Rooney picks, but we will see. What's your predicted lineup for today, Liam?
Grimshaw in goal.
Yeah.
Can't be Edwards because he's out.
I can't believe it still. Did you see my reaction on YouTube?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Who can replace him? Is it Sorinola?
I said Sorinola because I do not want Rooney to start Howson personally.
No, I want Sorinola then. Back, I want Plaggy.
I've said Plaggy, yeah.
And who's our other centre back?
I've said Plaggy alongside Mumba and Shooks.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
Okay. The midfield I haven't changed, and the only reason why I've gone Forshaw is because this is his former club. Yeah. Other than that, I would definitely want Houghton to start today with Randall, but I don't know about you.
I reckon Houghton instead of Forshaw personally.
Alongside Randall. And my front four, I'll give you a clue, I've made one change, and that's up front.
Is that Bundy?
No, Andre Gray for Obafemi.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I'm happy for Rooney to keep on Al Hadj, Whittaker and Isaka starting today.
We need Andre Gray just for the headers because look at the
and
goal.
Experience as well.
Look at the goal that he scored and experience. That could.
And look at the game he had against Preston.
Yeah, he literally had a header and he almost won it for us.
Yeah, I really want him to start today. Like that's the only change I'll make up front is Andre Gray for Obafemi. I'd bring the other two on second half. I don't know about you. So you'd say the same four.
I agree. Then? Yeah, same four.
So same lineup as me then, I suppose.
I think we'll get beat 2-0 is what my prediction. But hopefully, if we can nick a draw, I think I think every Argo fan buzzing with that.
Oh, absolutely. I've said to a Leeds fan earlier saying take a 0-0 today. I'm buzzing.
I think if we can keep the scoreline down to like 1 or 2-0, I think.
We did it last season, doesn't mean we can again this season.
I think Argo fans would be happy giving it 1 or 2-0. But if it's
people forget we drew 1-1 here in the FA Cup in January. There's no reason why we can't do it again.
But if we get like pumped 3 or 4-0, then it's just
another away day defeat, isn't it? So yeah.
If we can keep the scoreline down as low as we can, then brilliant.
Well, who have you got to score for Leeds today?
I've got. I went with Hero. Let me double check.
I went with Daniel James, but I've been told by Leeds fans he might be in doubt today for playing, so I could be wrong already, which I'll take because we obviously want an Argyle win on this channel.
We do indeed, yeah. I went with Pirro.
You went with Pirro, okay. If you had to choose, who would score for Argyle today? If you had to choose one player.
Gray, I reckon.
Yeah, I've gone Gray. I've also gone Gray.
Just for confidence.
Yeah, fair enough then, fair enough. And I guess that's all we can say really till the lineup. Another away day obviously will be completed after today, and then obviously, as you all know, roll on that massive game on Tuesday.
He's basically put everybody
Someone is
that is a League One team.
Someone's not confident. I don't blame him. I wouldn't have picked that. Well, I've seen the lineup. I very much disagree with Wazza. Go on, Craig, take it away. What do you reckon?
I am very disappointed, Jack. The only thing I can really say is that Caleb Roberts looks like he's in the lineup today, and I think that's a positive. You know, he's been here before.
No, I agree.
He played really well, but let's be honest, he's put everybody behind the ball but Hardy, and let's be honest, that team sheet. Is he resting players for Tuesday night?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I think he's resting Whitaker.
That's what I reckon.
Whitaker, Al-Hadj, everybody's on the bench.
I can't believe Gray's not starting. I'm gutted with that. I'm gutted with that.
If we're still in the game, there's still good subs to bring on.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but
in a way.
The game plan is right. The game plan is not to sit here and get picked apart. Because if we put everybody behind the ball, we're going to get picked to pieces.
And the only way that miracle would happen is if we're somehow 4-0 down and we come back to draw 4-4. But knows, honestly. I disagree with Rooney on this one, I'm afraid, lads. So
how many times have we said that this season now? Do you know what I mean?
Burnley.
Yeah, but there's only so many times you can keep doing that and getting away with it.
That's true.
There's only
That's
so many
true.
times you can keep coming away and coming back. But these lot are not Preston. They are a very good side. Even though they've had 8 injuries, they are a good side.
The main bit for me is I wouldn't have started Powell and I would have started Gray. But there we are. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, do you want a score prediction, by the way? I said 2-1 to Leeds today.
Sorry guys, I can't see anything less than 3-0 Leeds. Sorry.
It's better than what Ross said, so that's
3-0 Leeds. I'm sorry.
Ross has said 6-0.
I said 2-0, didn't I?
You said 2-0, so that's that. England, thoughts on the thoughts on the lineup.
Oh right.
That sums it up.
I mean, I'm not going to judge a book by its cover, but I'm going to judge a team by their performances and our away performances, their home performances, and the dynamic duo we've got out. Pulse a lot better. I don't know. I still think we're going to house it 1-0. It's Forshaw starting. Forshaw's my start. Forshaw starts. So
I backed Forshaw to start today only because it's his former club and all that.
I think it's either going to be a Forshaw pulsing goal, and we're all going to go home.
There we go. That's what I put.
Trust the process. Oh, before we go, how's the beer?
There's a bear, Jack. There's a bear.
Yeah, but go on. It's different club, different rules. How much out of 10? Everyone's got better beers than others at the end of the day.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. So bang average beer from Ellen Road today, apparently.
Wow.
Right. Meanwhile, as we go on to the thoughts, Rose there, thoughts on the lineup.
Well, there's a lot of people around here that's saying, oh, it's a team, it's a fucking team. But think about this for a sec. We've got Portsmouth on Tuesday.
That's why I think he's done it. That's why I think
we're saving players for Tuesday. I don't understand why.
Someone's
We're at Leeds! We're at Leeds! We're at Leeds! We're saving it for when we're at home. We're good at home. We're at Leeds!
Slap that harder.
That's what I want to do right now.
I'm going to let these two debate for the time being.
Oh, come on, you're better than that. Oh.
What do you mean I'm better than that? What do you mean I'm better than that? You can see what he's doing.
There you go.
You can see what he's doing.
To the hand. I'm talking to the wall.
I remember that. I remember that. Who got you that?
Keep going.
Oh, you did.
1-0 win incoming. Believe.
I remember that. But honestly, that team, goodness me, Caleb Roberts, I'm so surprised he's starting today.
It's going to give him a chance at least, to be fair, Caleb.
I agree with you. Andre Gray, why is he not starting?
I would have started Andre Gray today, definitely.
Just why? I don't get
like
it.
the Preston game summed it all up, as we all know. But anyways, score prediction, go.
Is Rooney asking for a 9-0 shoving? What's going on?
Score prediction.
Oh, goodness me.
Well, I've said 2-1 Leeds.
I said
today.
2-1 before the game. I think 5-1
We're
now.
still before the game. It's just before the lineup.
I think 5-1 now.
Out. Right, I don't want to look at this, but here we go. Melier, Byram, Firpo, Strout, Roden, Tanaka, Rothwell, Dan James, Aronson, Nonto, Pirro. Oh dear, we are in trouble. Not a beer person, we may as well go for it.
Lads. Finally.
For someone that's not a beer person, that's not too bad. Rosevere. Rosevere, mind having a sip of that cider?
You can finish that bit off if you
Oh,
want.
really? Oh, what a gentleman!
You've got to get it down in one. You've got to get it down
What
in
a
one.
gentleman!
You've got to get it down in one, though.
If I don't get it down in one, it's all because of your.
If you don't get it down in one,
Get it down in one. In one.
if you don't get it down in one, you're not going in the stadium. There you go.
Bit harsh, isn't it?
We got to call this Jana. Come on.
Hey, we've achieved something in life.
Right, we're in. Come on, you green. Oh, someone's happy. I'm sort of happy. Then I check the lineup. Right, the question is, has someone come to Argyle today wearing chinos? It's marching on together. Come on, boys! Come on, Argyle! Green Army! Argyle! 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 Wait for it, Liam. Off Leeds Argyle. Ruder. And that's the Leeds lineup as a reminder. Does anyone want to put a fiver on them chanting about chinos today? Oh, I forgot they can't stand him. Former Man U man, so of course they can't stand him. Ruder. And I've already been given the W sign. Lovely. And you, Wayne Rooney, he's one more than you, and we're underway. Come on, you Greens. Green and white, Barbie Army. League and you it up, Premier League and you it up, Premier League and you it up. And he's Argyle's number 9 saying, do what did he do. That was rubbish from Leeds there. That's it, Grimshaw, well done. Unlucky, boys, unlucky. Come on, Argyle! Come on, Argyle! Come on, Argyle! And that was close. That's it, win the ball. Well done, boys. Famous atmosphere! Where's your famous atmosphere? Way! Same league as Argyle, same league as Argyle. He's one more than you. He's one more than you. Wayne Rooney, he's one more than you. Right, we got a free kick. Greens. Here we go. Oh. It's Forshaw. There's the 27, it's Forshaw. It's not over yet. Oh! And that went straight to Tanaka, but it's gone out. Yeah, Liam briefly took over there for a minute, guys, because I was desperate for a whiz. Rosevere in England, you're welcome, because they were the ones that gave me the alcohol. Press forward! Keep going! Oh, lucky. They're happy. We all hate Leeds. We all hate Leeds. We all hate Leeds. And we've conceded. Okay, and I got told he wasn't starting today, so well, that's that. Still, I don't want him to score, do I? I mean, it was coming, but we have to soldier on, I suppose. Leeds 1, Plymouth 0. Oh, they're going to make it 2 in a minute, because we cannot clear for our lives, as we just proved there. Defensive shambles at the back again. Well, that's both of our scorers getting on the net now. Celebrating like they won the league. Typical Leeds. So Leeds score 2 goals in the space of about 3 minutes. We're in for a long day as it stands. Every week. No. 3-0, ripped apart again. I think it's fair to say, as much as I plainly say it, they're tearing us apart. Leeds 3, Argyle 0. He's not think we're going already. I'm not going anywhere, so no thanks. Yeah, they really hate Rooney, don't they? God almighty, Leeds are through again at this point. That's going to be 4 if we're not careful, thank God. And we still can't get it out somehow, but we did. A very poor first half, unfortunately. Well, it was all right until they scored. Right, half time. Leeds 3, Plymouth 0. Expected to be behind, but like Liam said, it was fun while it lasted until we conceded, and then we've been so poor ever since, and Leeds have just taken control. So that's that really. I mean, if we do come out with nothing today, I just want a massive response on Tuesday for our, I'm going to say this, I've said so many times today, our biggest game of the season on Tuesday night. No denying that whatsoever, which we all want 3 points on, but no, we're 3-0 down. I still think he's picked the wrong lineup, but there we are. Will the subs change anything? I don't know, we'll see. Leeds have looked in total control. Pretty much.
I said on my video, I said that most Argyle fans here have either left their homes yesterday. Me, Tom, we left this morning at 4:45, 4:30, 4:45. So frustrating. And we can say we hate it, but we do it every other week.
25 minutes we was in the game, weren't we?
And then, yeah, ever since they scored, we've looked so poor and outclassed by the better team.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I didn't expect anything anyway.
Yeah.
I think they'll go up this season, whether they win the league or finish second.
Well, if they do go up, then hopefully they win the league before they play us on the last day. Anyone, no matter how shit we were, anyone that was our best player so far for Argyle.
Caleb Roberts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Caleb Roberts. He showed a bit of heart, a bit of desire. He wants to get the ball, he wants to play hard and through. Mumba as well, Mumba.
In the Championship, Blackburn Rovers 0, Sheffield United 2, and...
Right, while the scores are being announced, which I've just got for you guys, Rosevere, any thoughts on that horrible first half? Well, it was fine until they scored.
I've only said a little bit, but we got dominated.
we've been absolutely pressed
And
to death.
deservedly 3-0 down.
3-0 down.
Yeah,
So there you go.
pretty much that. Big second half coming. Right, second half underway, Commonly Greens. Ogbata is off and Andre Gray's on. Just what we want to see, Wazza. And that was way off target from Tanaka. Yeah, Daniel James, that was clearly out from him and the ref allows to play on. Yeah, win it back, boys. Serves them right. It's Aronson. No, thank God. Ref, thank you. We got that board. This is what we've resulted into.
Shocking.
We're the right side, we're the right side, we're the right side. Yo, go, boys. Bundu's on. Caleb Roberts is coming off. I'm going to applaud Caleb because Caleb's had a good day today. I'll give him credit. Harvey's right. That will do Caleb Roberts' confidence proud. And also, I'm going to shout them out now like I did at Millwall. He'll do the Kaya Gallery proud and he'll do Hospital Radio proud. Well done, Caleb. Bundu tried to be clever there and it didn't work at all.
Wish there was 1 and 2.
And that was nearly 4.
2-1 Bonnet.
Is that actually?
Yeah.
Getting. Well, Nonzo's expression there just sums up he wants more goals. We've lost the ball! We've lost the ball! Hardy's off. Hey, our youngster's coming on, let's go! My brother mentioned him to me the other day actually, to be fair, so he can fin, so yeah, let's do this, come on! We've won the ball! We've won the ball! It's only November. Typical Leeds fans. I think they've won the league by November. Rothwell's corner. Out, go on Mustafa. Away! 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 Oh, we know, guys, we travel every other week. Speaking of not looking forward to things, well, thankfully Leeds messed that up. Right, I'm going to say 4 minutes of added time, Liam. What do you reckon?
3 minutes.
Okay, I hope so I can get to my train by running. That could have been 4. Right, here we go, how many minutes? Anything. Can we have 1 goal, guys?
No.
No. Oh, well done, Grimshaw. That was nearly a jinx from me then. Frickin' hell. Thank God for Grimshaw. That would have been the icing on the cake for Leeds, and they got a corner. Well, this crap show is nearly over. Thank God.
I was never going in.
Oh, Grimshaw did a good save. Solomon's corner. Grimshaw again! the only positive from today. I feel bad for the bloke that we just have such a rubbish defence on our day. Well, they'll be happy. Are we happy? No. Typical Argyle away. Bloody hope not. Not at the last minute. That'll be the icing on top of the cake for them. Remember, Leeds, Cardiff and Sheffield Wednesday did better. That's all I'll say. But other than that, well done. You deserve it today. Could be this goal kick now. I think that'll be that. That's it. Yeah, I have to go at full time. I've got a train to catch. There's no point hearing marching on together again. So there we go. We've been outplayed. Ah, look how cute London looks tonight. Get on. Right, while we're on the Hungerford Bridge, oh hang on, I'm going to be in the way from this photo. Sorry. I feel bad. Anyways, we are on my way to Hampshire at the moment because we've got Portsmouth on Tuesday night, a massive game at Home Park. And I'm going to be doing a bit of a preview on it. More of that is going to be in the Pompey episode itself, so stay tuned for that. So, while I'm walking to Waterloo from King's Cross, across the Hungerford Bridge at the moment, we may as well go through those that game then. Another miserable away day, to be brutally honest. Just like what it was when I was here a few weeks ago on that cold Wednesday night at the Den at Millwall. But we were up north this time and lost once again at a ground that we haven't won at since 1962. It ended full time, Leeds 3, Plymouth Argyle 0. So yeah, miserable yet again. Miserable yet again. Although, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I'm not as annoyed this time because of the fact that I expected us to lose at Leeds, or Leeds at least being the miles better side than us today, and that's exactly what happened. So I don't really have any complaints about that. The only complaint I will have is that I said in my intro is that all I asked for today, no matter what the chances are, was for the team to play their badge out again, and we didn't do that again, which is really irritating, and our away woes from home continue. It looked promising at the start when it was 0-0 for a little bit, but then as soon as Daniel James scored the first goal for Leeds, it absolutely changed everything, and Leeds haven't looked back since. Miles better side from that point onwards, obviously, as well as obviously the most of the game in general, of course. By far the better side. Hats off to them, well done to them. Once again, we cannot do well at Ellen Road, and I thought today was even worse than last season at Ellen Road. At least last season at Ellen Road, Ben Waine at least gave us some fight, but this time he hasn't. So, not quite what we were hoping for, but there we are. I can't lie, I'm all focused on Tuesday now, and I expected us to lose today anyway, so we know how massive that game against Pompey is on Tuesday night. Considering Sunderland didn't do us a favour today at QPR, drawing 0-0, Leeds have closed up to top of the table by 2 points now, after Sunderland dropping points in West London today. But I know that despite today, we can learn from this. I know full damn well that we can learn from this. The first goal was scored by Daniel James, who I predicted to score for Leeds today. The second goal was scored by Joel Pirro, who Liam predicted to score today. And the final goal for Leeds was scored by Brendan Aronson, who I was debating on whether who I thought would score today or not. And it turns out he did. And like I said, yeah, it wrapped up a perfect afternoon for Leeds. Full stop. Fully deserved. And we have got, once again, so much bloody work to do. And our away form hasn't improved one bit. And our next away day, which is next Saturday at Derby at Pride Park, is huge. we know we've got to get at least a point, if not hopefully the win, because I am getting sick and tired of how crap our away form honestly is, and apart from QPR losing every single one of them. That is the London Eye we are approaching. I know, I've got two massive ginormous eyes. I'm looking at another one. Here we are again, and there's Big Ben. My news for Ben today is that we conceded to a man called Brendan. Yeah. And there's what we just walked on, that beautiful Hungerford Bridge, and there is the dungeons of the River Thames. But yeah, total domination from Leeds. Honestly, it couldn't get any worse than that for us, if I'm going to be brutally honest. We didn't even register a shot, a single shot on target. Leeds' midfielder, Tanaka, their Japanese superstar, he produced more passing accuracy and XG than the entirety of our team. That's how diabolical that performance was. And once again, another despair, forgetful 2 hours at Ellen Road. So that sums that up, really. But yeah, honestly, it couldn't get any more painful than that once again, honestly. So yeah, Leeds absolutely dominated us, as we all know, and it just means that we have to put it aside for Pompey on Tuesday. I will be honest, I did not agree with Rooney's lineup at all today, and that also kind of led to a downward spiral factor into today's performance and the mood of today in general. But at the same time, considering the injuries we've got with Gibson, Edwards and Sissoko suspended, I kind of understood why Rooney picked that lineup in a way, because I feel like that he had a feeling himself that he wasn't confident for today and wanted to rest all our key players for this massive game we know we've got on Tuesday. So I kind of understand him on that perspective, but also at the same time, I don't understand this perspective, because if you're in the Championship, you've got to put out your strongest team game by game. I know it's risking more injuries, as we've seen in our injury list at the moment with Gibson and Edwards, but you've got to give it everything, and today Argyle once again did not give everything. So another really dispiriting performance for 2 hours, and it sums it all up really. Can Leeds go up this season, please? Because I am just fed up of us going to Ellen Road every season to just constantly never perform. It's ridiculous at this point. Honestly, it's a pain in the arse. So that's that really. Another disgusting performance from us and away from home yet again, which means we're going to have to put today completely off, written completely off. We don't play Leeds now till the end of the season, on the last game of the season, unless we get them in the cup, which I'll be annoyed if we do. But honestly, can they get promoted before we play them, please? Can they win the league before we play them on the last game of the season, please? Because if we go into Home Park on the last game of the season still needing to play for something, and so do Leeds, then I am going to be very, very, very concerned. I'm very, very, very concerned as it is with our away form. So that does need to change. But we're going to have to move on from this. It is our biggest game of the season on Tuesday night, in both league table wise, the season wise, and outside of the league table wise. Portsmouth are Plymouth Argyle's second biggest rivals, in my opinion, behind Exeter City. I don't like them at all. Pieface doesn't like them at all. It's a massive, massive, massive game. The Dockyard Derby is going to be returning this weekend. On Tuesday, on Tuesday night, bonfire night, the best night they could have chosen for this fixture. The Battle of the Ports, I'd rather call it. it'll be back this weekend. On Tuesday, I mean, it will be back. Next weekend, we are away at Derby County, which is another massive game, considering Derby are expected to be down there with us. And also, it's Wayne Rooney's former club, so I want him to prove a point at Pride Park. If he doesn't, then there's going to be serious questions needing to be asked in the international break. We cannot afford no wins against Portsmouth and Derby, or we are going to be in real trouble going into Christmas. So we got to change it up. We've got to change it up, because at the end of the month we've got Watford at home, Norwich away and Bristol City away, before we play Oxford at home at the start of December. But no, it's going to be massive regardless. I'm going to cross now, because otherwise I'm going to be a bit behind schedule. But yeah, honestly, I'm just going to get myself to Waterloo first, because I'm about to get on the train to Southampton, because I'm doing my preview of the Portsmouth game with a Pompey fan for it. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we will catch you all in there. It turned out I never had time to do the rest of my outro in London, so welcome to Southampton. So yeah, I'm going to go through the rest of that match now. It was actually significant we've made here now for the end point of this video, because this was the city that knocked Leeds out of that playoff final and got them back to the Premier League. Southampton have had a good day today. I've seen their Premier League result. They beat Everton 1-0 for their first win of the season right here at St Mary's. They've done well today. They've had a good day today, Saints. And hopefully on Tuesday night, we can do Saints proud and do one hopeful, simple task. Beat Pompey. So while I'm here, I can actually talk through the rest of that game. Obviously in London, I said about how the game went and all that, of course, and what basically the summary of what happened. But I want to go through the stats from this game today. So the other main reason why I'm going to have to talk about Leeds absolutely dominating us tonight was more that we didn't register a single shot or a single shot on... Oh my God. A single shot or a single shot on target, while Leeds registered 23, which is absolutely embarrassing for us. I know it's one of the hardest grounds to go to this season, but the fact that we didn't register a single shot at all is a joke. And the fact that one of Leeds' midfielders, Tanaka, showed more XG rates than we did in the whole 90 minutes is absolutely embarrassing. But we know that, well, we have to move on from it, really, if we want to win on Tuesday night. It's as simple as that. So there is that stat, first of all. Leeds' expected goals was 1.86. Ours was absolute bone idle 0. Meanwhile, embarrassing. They had 7 shots on target, we had 0. Leeds had 2 big chances and we once again had 0. And now here's the worst bit of them all. Leeds' passing accuracy was 637. Ours was 122. That is how abysmal we honestly were today in West Yorkshire. So that sums that up as well. Honestly, Leeds did not put a foot wrong today, unlike what they did in that playoff final against where I am now in Southampton, where they obviously lost and couldn't finish and hit a barn door at Wembley. But Leeds didn't put a foot wrong today. Defence, outstanding. Didn't really have much to do. Same with Meslier, because we were so poor. Midfield, outstanding. Attack, outstanding. But for me, it was Leeds' midfield that ran the show. They gave Rothwell man of the match on FOTMOB, but my man of the match was their new signing, Tanaka. What a game he had today, and a brilliant signing for Leeds, considering I criticised Leeds' summer transfer window as well. So fair play and hats off to Daniel Farke on that one. And yeah, like I said, it's a brilliant result for Leeds, because they have closed right up to Sunderland in the table, because Sunderland failed to beat QPR and it resulted in a red card by Joby Bellingham. So yeah, a brilliant win for Leeds, an awful result for us, which means, yeah, we have one simple task on Tuesday: to do this city proud, beat Pompey. And yeah, I know people that are from Southampton will not want me to say that word around this city right now, but I know we could do this city proud. if we smash Pompey on Tuesday night. Simple as that. I'm going to meet my friends now from uni. That's why I'm staying in Southampton. And then, yeah, we are straight on to the biggest video of the season on Tuesday. So that's all I'm going to cover for this Leeds video today, guys, because I want to move on now to the Pompey game against Portsmouth. They're our biggest rivals this season, our second biggest rivals, in my honest opinion, behind Exeter. And along with Bristol City, our biggest rivals this season in the Championship. So yeah, we're going to move on from there. Hats off to Leeds, well done to them. And yeah, we've got to bounce back immediately or we're going to have questions asked. So yeah, see you all on Tuesday for the biggest game of the season, the Battle of the Ports, the Dockyard Derby, Portsmouth at home. See you all for then. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army. We will see you all. We will see you all for that massive game on Tuesday night. And I'm going to say more about it in the episode itself. The biggest game of the season on Tuesday, guys. See you then. Take care. And see you.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners. Janners!